Yo, what is up, Shield Squad? Welcome back to another How to Riot Shield series. Today we're going to be going over 6 tips to help you dominate against the sweats. The first tip is going to be playing off of your fellow Riot Shielder or protecting the turtle. The second tip will be trading or when to switch to your gun to protect your fellow Riot Shielder or teammate that's gunning behind you. Number 3 is to expect challenges or when people are re-challing you. 4, how to counter other Riot Shield bashes against you. 5, we will have several knifing tips for you. And 6, how to draw out explosives, lethals, and general draws of their explosives. This is going to be tip 1, protecting the turtle, but I will also have a mixture of other tips in these sections. This is actually a knifing tip, but I have to throw it in here because it doesn't really happen in the later of the series. So the reason that I knife when I get crowded, when people get really close to me, 1, your aim assist is super strong up close, so you can hit knives that you just wouldn't think you could hit. But 2, when people are pushing you as a Riot Shielder, they're trying to get to either one of your sides. And so before that can happen, I do want to down them before I'm at like full risk. When he's sliding or he's running at you, a lot of times they're in a full tack sprint. Look at his hands. He's not able to fight. So a lot of times as they are rushing me, I will do that knife right away to get that down. So if you see your Riot Shield friend, your companion, he is all turtle shelled up, that is your time to trade. That is your time to protect. Doesn't matter if I don't have any shield. The moment the focus is not on you and it is on the turtle, you need to protect the turtle. Right away, I could tell he's not focused on me. He's focused on Joe. That's what the crowd control does. That's how powerful that is. There's no reason to have my Riot Shield up, even though I'm a shielder. Second set of tips on protecting the turtle. You have to know what kind of teammate you are. My buddy Joe Bear is more of a crowder. I have a little bit more gun skill than my buddy Joe. Nothing personal. We just know what our setup is. So he's crowding. I don't need to have my Riot Shield out. I'm protecting the turtle. He's bashing. Now, this is something that I want you make aware of. This is a little bit more of a turnaround technique, but I break down turnarounds and switches more in my previous videos. You can check that out in my playlist, but I will break it down here since it's happening. I have broken shield on him. I'm anticipating him to turn around. Now, we're focused on him turning around and reacting, but also he's exiting and we anticipate where he's going to hit those knives, which you will see later in the video. I know this is his only exit point, so I'm going to pre-aim and anticipate where to throw my knife towards his exits. Last tip when it comes to protecting the turtle, I do have a Riot Shield, so I can strafe in and out of my Riot Shield of my own cover, but it can work just as well if you use your Riot Shielder's shield as if you were strafing in and out of cover on a wall to protect your turtle as well. So I strafe out of my cover, his cover, and easily get it down because they're focused on his crowd control. Tip number 2, trading, the most important tip, and I will probably harp on every single video. Go ahead and look at my health. No shield, no health. I am so weak. I'm crowd controlling. I'm anticipating my gunner to come take that focus off of me. Look, Riot Shielders, I've got 20 HP. He's focused on my buddy Kuz. Take the gun out and down him. It does not matter how weak we are, man. It is our job. The moment the focus is off of you, take him down, protect your gunner, trade. The second clip here on tip number 2, trading. I'm running a primary gun setup here. I'm sniping and using the busted Ram 7 while my buddy Joe Bear crowd controls here. 1 down, 2 down. Now, I know this is a very split-second tip, but as the Riot Shield professor that I am to the Shield Squad, you guys, it is my job. 1 down. Oh! Right here. Okay, Joe Bear has no shield. Doesn't matter, Shield Squad. Does not matter. Look, he's looking at me. Joe needs to be switching to his... Okay, right about there, he should have switched. Tip number 3, anticipating the challenge. Expect the sweats to be sweaty. When I am chasing somebody into a room, into cover, people either lay down shot or they do some sort of big re-peek. Do not go running in with your shield on your right-hand side, fully exposed with no way to attack. Get that shield up.
He's on the ground.
Anticipate them to challenge. Now here, he was already weak. So as he turns around, I was able to bash because he's so close. If they do a turnaround and run, you could switch and shoot. Again, in a previous video of more of a breakdown of that. Tip number 4, how to counter another Riot Shielder bashing. Now this man is an imposter. He's not a real riot shielder. He picked this up thinking it would level the playing field. No, sir. I am him.
What in the world?
What did I do differently?
Oh man, die.
If you're facing another riot shielder, you need to get around the riot shielder or you need to get above the riot shielder. You jump, you spam jump, and you spam the bash. Might seem very untechnical, but if you're literally in a bashing war, you jump and bash, you get over them. All right, Shield Squad, time to lock it in, baby. We got 6 knifing clips here. Tip number 5. This is one I have never showed before. It's very simple, but very effective. If somebody is in your crowding space and you weren't able to knife them before they got fully up in your grill, we do a couple bashes. We bash, we get that separation. Now he is shooting me, but I've done enough damage to the point where if you do 1 to 2 bashes, 1 knife, regardless if it's going to be to the head or not, if I hit my shot, which if you're confident, like I'm pretty confident I'll hit that knife, you'll win the fight. But listen, it's not just about bashing and knifing. I'm anticipating where he's going. He is strafing to the right, so I'm going to pre-aim to the right. Here's another clip. All right, we got 3 components to this clip here, guys. You wouldn't see it to the naked eye, but we're built different, Shield Squad. So a couple shots. We're anticipating he's moving to the right, either strafe knife or lead the knife. You see how I strafe back to cover? Even though my riot shield's not on me, I can still use the elements around me. I knife, I strafe back to cover. Now you will sometimes knife things as you're kind of figuring out that strafe. I hit that while I'm fully covered. He's turned around. If they're turned around, we switch to the gun. If we hit a knife, we can win those almost 9 times out of 10 times because we're so healthy. Immediately challenge with the gun. Knife holds and repeaks here. Look at this, Jobo Bear, 3 seconds from coming back. It's a 1v2. If I ever get a 1v2, I go in a stairwell, I go in a doorway. I make them go into an entry point where my knife accuracy is gonna go through the roof. There is one spot they can be, the door. What are the chances I miss this knife? Very low. Hold doorways, hold stairwells. Not gonna be super in depth with this, but I was able to get the second kill on this duo. I do a peek, ping, repeek. A bunch of breakdown in my previous video on that, but I'll show it real quick. I peek, I ping them. I take cover, I repeek, get the down. This is gonna be another switching from the knife to your gun clip. Again, he's moving left. Look at my centering. Centering with a throwing knife is the same thing as if you're centering with a sniper. We're leading the shot. We're centering where he's going to be, not where he is. We doink him. He's challenging, but like, I'm fully healthed. I'm fully healed. I win this every time. Knifing off of jumping. Look at this. Again, same thing. We're leading the knife, but if somebody is jumping, their ability to re-angle is slowed down significantly. So just lead the knife. Doorways, stairwells, exit points. Look at this. And another jump. Look at this. Somebody sees a riot shielder. A lot of times they want to use their exits. That's the only way he can go. He jumps. He's now lost all mobility. He has to be going this way. We lead it. Our final tip, drawing out explosives and working against explosives. Take a look at this. Come on, pump the other one. Yeah, dude, people are... When you first get in a fight with somebody, most people are not mentally stable enough to control their impulse to throw a grenade. Watch their hands, listen to the sounds, make them pump it out. Get that little pump fake. Draw that stuff out, man. Now this guy was, look here again. Watch his hands. The moment I already got him to pump out his first grenade, he might have a second one here, but usually I would reposition, but I'm in the stairwell. I'm kind of stuck here. So as I see his hands being drawn, doink, we're working off of his reactions. Riot shielding is counter fighting. I know this is a knifing tip, but it's already in the clip, so I'm going to show it. I'm playing in a stairwell. Those very confined spaces, right? We do knife holds. We hold knives. We gun switch. We shoot as they run around. We blend it all together, baby. Last clip here, working against explosives. There's a little bit more battle royale specific stuff here. I was using my thermal scope. I was able to get the down. I'm rotating here. Now, I don't win this game, but I do win this fight. I already had the first guy down and weak, so I know that one of these guys I can challenge. Play this through. All right, I end up getting obliterated here, fighting with zone. I had a durable gas mask. I should have took a little bit more time to heal, rotate. I could see this guy's healing. I know he's the weak one. I immediately challenge it. A lot of times when it's a 2v1, you've got to get that down. I cover, I crowd. I'm drawing out the mag dump. A big part of the last video series, I talk about mag dumps. Boom! Look at his hands. Where his hands goes. This is a grenade. The moment I see his hands go somewhere, he's drawn out some of his ammo. I move, I switch. I'm not just a turtle standing in one place. Look at him. He's looking that way. His grenade went to the right. And as I'm counter fighting, working off of his movements, he's now not in a position to fight me. The reason I might win this fight is not because my gun's not strong enough. I have taken damage. His gun might be out of ammo by the time he starts this fight. And I'm able to shoot a little bit sooner than he was because he's focused on the grenade. I repositioned and I aimed. There's a lot of moving mechanics here, guys. This isn't just having a shield in the front. If a riot shield was so easy, everyone would do it. But there's so many micro things that people don't pay attention to, and I hope you guys take value from this. If there's any questions you have, leave some comments down below for your riot shield professor Ed Boy. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.